Morning, Sunday, November 3rd, 2024. I'm Larissa. My video diary. My fat girl video diary. My Medusa bedhead hair. Urgh. Turn you to stone. My skull's not here yet. Oh, I need it. Last night was rough. Oh my God. By the end of the day, I was in so much fucking pain. We went out to dinner and I thought I was gonna kick him. I don't know what was making him so fucking putsy, but I told him, like I was on the verge of being, like needing to scream. Like not at him, but just in pain. By the time we walked down the street, got into the restaurant, I was real sore and it was hurting so that it was starting to ache in the back of my neck. And then it was starting to hit my occiput. And oh, once it's there, then I'm in trouble. We sat down and we went to the restaurant we went to. It does this ginger soup, and that's why I wanted to go. It's part of why I wanted to go to this restaurant. That and they have like tons of vegetables. They do a lot of vegetables, so a lot of vegetarian options, like real vegetarian options. But they have this ginger soup, and ginger is a fantastic anti-inflammatory. And so I wanted this ginger soup really bad. I was jonesing for the ginger soup. And I was in so much pain. I kept telling him, we gotta go. We gotta go. And he's like looking at the bill and he's just like looking at it and looking at it. I'm like, fucking A, just sign it. Let's go. I was ready to scream. Ready to fucking scream. I hurt so bad that I couldn't even carry my purse. I had to leave my purse in the gallery, locked in the gallery when we walked down the street because I couldn't fucking carry anything. It was a mess. So I'm not so bad. I've been able to get up and down here. So I'm not so bad. I don't know. I'm gonna take my stick with me today. I'm gonna take my stick. I'm gonna take my stick with me today, but I don't know if I'm gonna actually need it. But I'm gonna take it in case I do, because he's not going with me for my Be Nice to Larissa Day. It's Be Nice to Larissa Day. That's what today is. It's Be Nice to Larissa today. We'll see if other people are nice to Larissa or not. I'll be nice to Larissa today. I know it's not like their business, right? But for me, it's my business to be nice to me today. And um I'm going to start that painting today. I'm going to start actually painting. I mean, the painting started, but I'm going to start the actual painting. I'm going to mix paint today. My palette's all ready. I got my palette all cleaned, and so I can start mixing paint. Y'all. I was thinking, like, do I want to do this one with the opposite color palette? I think so. I think it was quite effective in the other piece, so I'll do that again today on this one. Yeah. Start the actual painting today. Hopefully I can at least get the sky done, right? And come home and make dinner. When I get up here in a minute, get showered and dressed, and I'll prep stuff for dinner tonight. I don't know. I might do a quiche. If I get up and do a quiche this morning, or fatata, because I got taters down there, I could do a fatata. Yeah, maybe I'll do a frittata. I'll do a frittata. Yeah. Frittata. Frittata. If I do that, then there will be leftovers. You could have that for dinner. That way, if I'm in too much pain to cook by the time I get home, there's something that's already done. Yeah. Rather than having to stand up. Although, I don't know. I have to get on there and look and see. I have to get on there and look. I do. Decide whether we're going to have a frittata or a quiche this morning. I'll just do a quiche. I've been real good at pie crust lately. Although the big pie plate, I think, still has pie in it, unless he finished that pie yesterday. I don't know if he finished that pie yesterday or not. If he didn't, I have two little pie plates. I could do two small quiches. Yeah. Yeah, I could. I had 2 small quiches. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this painting being done. It's not even started yet. I'm looking forward to being done. My God. Did a little bit of work on yesterday on the January issue. I was feeling like there's a bunch of stuff that I haven't done in the January issue yet that normally by now I would do. Um, but I'm getting ready to write this article, and I have an interview to do for the article, and the article might be long. So I want to make sure I have space to fit the article in. Um, yeah, so that's what's going on. Yeah, yeah, so I'll be doing a lot of writing tomorrow for sure because I'm probably just gonna write it. Sometimes I sleep on it. Sometimes I sleep on the interview before I write it, but I think tomorrow I'll probably just write it. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting a pimple. Oh, I'm getting a pimple right there. Uh, Fat girl with a pimple. Fat pimply girl. I don't get pimples very often. I don't. Ugh. Fat girl. Fat girl face. Mm. Yeah. Yes, I had a good vegetarian dinner last night. Yeah, it's a Thai place. It's nearby, and they have a good green papaya salad. And I felt bad I couldn't finish it last night, and I never take it to go with me when I don't finish it because it's not and it doesn't keep. Salad isn't something that keeps when you take it, and yeah, so I didn't take the green papaya salad with me, but it was good. I had a cup of soup. I had some tofu satay with peanut sauce. Really, I should have just done a large bowl of that soup and then had the tofu satay. Yeah. What I wanted was a cup of the soup and their fresh rolls, but they were sold out of their fresh rolls. Their fresh rolls are so good. They're so good. Oh, yummy. Yeah. Yesterday morning, oh my God, burritos. And I got just egg, bean, and cheese burrito. My eggs were all snotty. It was like, oh, it's gross. Made me feel sick. Yeah, I don't like snotty eggs. Yuck. Next time I'll just get a vegetarian burrito. Nobody likes snotty whites. Nobody likes them. Yeah. Some of this jewelry I made, I use these antique keys, and I like them. I was talking to Omar about them, so I call the series, um, call the series "Old Keys Still Work," and they're skeleton keys. They're pretty cool. I bought a whole bunch of them, about a whole mess of them, whole mess of skeleton keys. Oh my God! So I made 4 necklace and earring sets, and then 4 sets of just earrings by themselves. Um, but the necklaces look really nice, and I wore one of the sets out last night. And Omar was asking me about, the stuff that was on it, but he was asking me like, he's like, "Oh, those are cool. I like those." Like, and I said, "Yeah." I said, I thought they were kind of like they're my kind of my commentary on aging Gen X, latchkey kids with the keys on a chain around your neck or whatever. I never had a key around my neck. Um, my mom was home when I got home from school until middle school in Michigan. And then it wasn't until then that I came home to an empty house, right? Um, and in high school, sometimes I left from an empty house. Yeah. Um, but I always had a keychain. I always had a keychain. I didn't have a key around my neck. But I knew kids who did. Like that's not just like it's not like just a joke that, if, 1 or 2 kids did. That was a thing. That was a thing to have a string around your neck with it with your key on it. So it's kind of old keys still work. that's kind of what this with these jewel with this set is about. So I have one set that the set I wore last night has it's wire wrapped with kyanite discs and these antique faience inlaid. Ooh, yay, tea.
Time for tea.
Time for tea, time for tea. Definitely time for tea.
I'm ready.
These inlaid faience, oh, I guess they're more like rondelles. No, the kyanite are rondelles. The inlaid kyanite, the kyanite are rondelles. The inlaid faience are discs. So they're really cool. Yeah, so they're like a floret that is dapped on either side. So they're convex, and then the floret is filled with pitch, and then the faience is set down in the pitch. So I know they're old because it's like nobody does that technique anymore, right? Like these are probably like, oh, I mean that's kind of like it's kind of a technique it was used for um what's the word? I'm having a brain fart right now. It was to mimic pave. It was like a fake pave. Oh, what the hell is that called? Oh, I can't remember right now. But it was like 1910s, 1920s, right? Yeah. So I mean, these are at least that old. But I think they might be older than that. And little faience chips. Little faience chips. Omar's like, what's faience? I'm like, okay, Mr. Egypt, you don't know what faience is. Dad is from Egypt, and Omar doesn't know what faience is. I had to tell him about faience. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're faience. I don't think it's turquoise. I'm pretty sure it's faience. Uh, I have all these words in my head right now that are not the word I'm looking for. Applique jour, not champlevé. That's all enamel. I mean, but that's all in the same glass family. The word I'm looking for. Marcasite. No. That's not the word I'm looking for either. Yeah. Anyway, I can't remember. Menopausal brain fart. Don't come to me later. I'm looking at jewelry. So yeah, so there's that one, that set. It's real nice. And then I used some of those inlaid faience discs and paired it with mookaite. And that piece is real nice too. And mookite is from like out by Uluru in Australia. And it's a nifty stone. It's a nifty stone. And it's like a variegated. It's a striated variegation, um, meaning that the variegation is in linear strata. Um, and so these stones were cut long ways. So some of them, it ranges from like a deep burgundy. It goes from like burgundies through like pink, not pinkish, whitish to yellow ochre, right? So it's a nifty stone. It's a nifty stone. It comes from out by Uluru, and it's high polished. These are like pointed chips, that are polished and top drilled, so they're like teeth, and it looks really cool with the key. And then I have a set that is I have it listed on I have it described wrongly on the website. I need to change the word. They're not cane work. They're artifact. They're old. They're thousands of years old. These are old glass donuts. Um, so like the faience that's in those discs are the faience itself is probably very old, um, older than these than these glass discs that that I have. I have it listed as cane work. They're lamp worked. Now they would have used a glass cane to make them, but the technique is lamp working. So caning is a different technique. Now they used a cane, but to make them, but they're lamp worked. So, but they're artifact, and I can tell because the center holes had debris in them, so they were made on reeds, not on steel rods. So contemporary modern lamp work beads are they'll have like a powdery flux on the inside because you when you do lamp working you have your steel rod, and it has like a powder flux on it, so that um, when you put the lamp work glass, when you touch your hot cane over the lamp onto the steel rod, that the glass doesn't shatter, number one, shatter, or stick, fuse, right? Fuse to the metal. So these don't have that. Had like what down in grooves, charred residue, and you see that on lampwork beads that were made on reeds, and so that's based on that. What I'm saying. That's why these are much older. These are artifact, thousands, not hundreds of years old. Yeah, so one has that. Knotted those on hemp, and then I have one knotted on hemp that has some of those discs and this dyed Sicilian marble. I have these big chunky beads. It's dyed Sicilian marble. It's beautiful. It's just like real powdery blue, real pretty, real pretty. Yeah, and that one's knotted on leather. Yeah. Yeah, so I have them priced really well. The sets are priced at $350, which is probably, given what the materials are, I don't know, maybe it's like too fair of a price. I don't know. But I may have those. Yeah. And I ordered a display for them, or something I'm going to use to display those pieces. So maybe if that has come, we got some weirdo drove up our driveway at like 4 a.m. this morning. Freaked out Brody. Omar's like, I'm gonna go down there. I'm like, wait till I put on something other than my pajamas. But by the time I don't know, they turned around and left. I don't know. So I don't know if they were delivering something. A couple times we've had Amazon deliveries out here real early in the morning, but I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, don't you be going down there. I'm like, I'm going down there too. Don't turn on the lights. I was like, I'm gonna grab my stick. Let's go. You distract him, I'll beat him with the stick. And I'll throw him in the burn pit. Oh my god. Ugh. But I'll have to go see. There was a delivery. Hopefully, that display, if it is, and I can take it in with me, and maybe I'll put up that display today. That'd be nice, huh? Yeah, it would be. Oh my god. Oh. Starting to think about the February issue. I am starting to think about the February issue as well. February. Yeah. February. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Gotta finish January 1st. Gotta finish the January issue. When I get the January issue like almost done, then I will start the February one too. I mean, I already have a file folder. I already have a file folder and put stuff into it. I'm hoping to have this painting finished, and then I can put that in the February issue for the featured art. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what's going to be in there. I got January featured art taken care of. Featured art object. Object. Yeah. There's, there's going to be some interesting pictures in the January issue. January issue is going to look nice. It is. It is. It's going to look real nice. Sunday morning, praise the dawning. It's just a restless feeling by my side. Early morning. Watch out, the world's behind you. There's always someone around you who will call. It's nothing at all. Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Oh, so that reminds me. It does. It reminds me, I saw there's a story that there were a bunch of Andy Warhol paintings stolen in the Netherlands. Oh my God. They're like, that crazy dead gypsy, let's steal his paintings. Yeah. Warhol. Yeah. It's interesting. He went by Warhol, which I'm sure his father would have gone by Warhol as well. His mother went by Warhola. And that's because in most Slavic culture, a woman's last name is different than her husband's last name. It has a feminine ending. So, like, my Russian teacher in high school, um, I had two Russian teachers, Mrs. Sulagina, Mrs. Gorbachinskaya. Mrs. Sulagina, she told us how her husband's last name was said. And I can't remember. I can't remember. It was, the root of the name was Sul, was Sula, and then the Gina was the feminine ending for the name. I can't remember what the masculine ending was for that name. But then Mrs. Gorbachinskaya, her husband's last name was Gorbachev. Yeah. So there was there was a commentary that I had read about how Andy Warhol didn't use his mother's last name. And I was just like, whoever wrote this was kind of ignorant of Eastern European culture and of Slavic language. I'm like, of course he wasn't going to go by Warhola. He hated women. Why would he want to have a woman's name? Yeah, Andy Warhol hated women. Totally hated women. And it's like, I wrote an article about it. Like, it wasn't a surprise that Valerie, what's her face, shot him. Miss Scum manifesto writer, right? Like, he hated women, and his work was extremely misogynistic. His writing was even more misogynistic. But Velvet Underground was awesome. He produced them. That was where that train of thought came from, because Sunday Morning is by the Velvet Underground. Lou Reed. Yeah. Yeah. Lou Reed. Yeah. Velvet Underground and NICO. Here she comes. You better watch your step. She's going to break your heart in two. It's true. It's not hard to realize. Just look into her false-colored eyes. She'll build you up to just put you down. What a clown, 'cause everybody knows the things she does to please. She's just a little tease. See the way she walks. Hear the way she talks. You're written in her book. You're number 37, have a look. She's going to smile to make you frown. What a clown. Little boy, she's from the street. Before you've met, you're already beat. She's going to play you for a fool. Yes, it's true, 'cause everybody knows the things she does to please. She's just a little tease. See the way she walks, hear the way she talks, 'cause everybody knows the things she does to please. She's just a little tease. Oh, 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 oh. It's a mean song. It's a mean fucking song. And NICO sang it about Edie Sedgwick. Yeah, that's what that song's about, is Edie Sedgwick. One of Warhol's little it girls. Mm-hmm. Omar calls her Edie Sandwich. Edie Sedgwick. I used to have a T-shirt from the Warhol Museum. It was a little T-shirt dress. I wore it all the time. It had a series of headshots of Edie Sedgwick in her babushka, in her Warhol babushka. Yeah. Shiny, shiny, shiny boots of leather. Whiplash, girl child in the dark. Lick the boot of shiny, shiny leather. Shiny leather she shall wear. Oh my goodness. Crazy fucking song. Yeah. Oh, I had a crazy dream last night. Oh, I did. I had a crazy dream last night. And not even following the basketballs. And it was a basketball dream. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I had I had a dream. I had a dream. Can't make this shit up. This is what I dreamed last night. That it was a Dallas Mavericks practice, and Mr. Klay Thompson had a giant, huge afro, like really, really big, like enormous, like ridiculous, like absurdly large, and it was shaped like a basketball backboard from behind. And he was wearing a backpack that had a basket on it, and that Luca was bouncing balls off the back of his head. That was the dream I had last night. Yeah. And Clay on these big tube socks that were like orange and yellow and green striped, dressed like Jackie Moon, kind of like. Oh my god, it was a ridiculous dream. I was like, what the fuck was that? Crazy, crazy. Fucking A, not even watching the basketball. It's not watching it. I mean, I've been in a couple bars where there have been sports on the TVs and stuff, but like, I'm not watching. I don't give a shit. Not watching. Mm-mm. Nope. I'm spending my time on other stuff because basketball didn't bring nothing good in my life. Nope. Nope. That was a funny dream. Yeah. I'm like, whatever. NICO with her deep voice. with her weird deep voice. I'll be your mirror, reflect what you are. In case you don't know, I'll be the wind, the rain, and the sunset, the light at your door, to show that you're home. If you fear the night has seen your mind, that inside you're twisted and unkind, let me stand to show that you are blind. Please put down your hands, 'cause I see you. I find it hard to believe you don't know the beauty you are. But if you don't, let me be your eyes, hand in your darkness, so you won't be afraid. If you fear the night has seen your mind, that inside you're twisted and unkind, let me stand to show that you are blind. Please put down your hands, 'cause I see you. I'll be your mirror. I'll be your mirror. I'll be your mirror. That's a good song. Yeah. It's a good album. It's such a good album. What was that album called? Loaded. The Peel and C album. And what costume shall the poor girl wear to all tomorrow's parties? A hand-me-down dress from who knows where to all tomorrow's parties. And where will she go, and what shall she do when Sunday comes around? She'll hide behind the open door. Wait, she'll hide her eyes and cry behind the door. Can't remember what all those lyrics are. Yeah, NICO with her deep voice. Yeah, that's also the album she does that Jackson Browne cover. Yeah. I've been out walking. I don't do too much talking these days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do, and all the times I've had the chance to. I quit my dreaming. I don't do too much scheming these days. These days. And if I seem to be afraid to live the life that I have made in song, it's just that I've been losing so long. La 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 la. I had a lover. I don't think I'll have another these days. These days. These days I sit on cornerstones and count the time in quarter tones till 10. Please don't confront me with my failures. I have not forgotten them. Yeah, it's a really good song. I missed a verse or something in there. It's one about a highway. Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna listen to the Velvet Underground today while I paint. Lonesome Cowboy Bill rides a rodeo Lonesome Cowboy Bill, you gotta see him. Yodelay-o. Lonesome Cowboy Bill rides a rodeo. Up and down on the front fucking bronc, down by the Ohio. Yeah. Yeah. Love the Velvet Underground. The VU. White light, white heat. Yes. Jesus, help me find my proper place. Jesus, help me find my proper place. Help me in my weakness, 'cause I'm falling out of grace. Jesus, Jesus. Yeah, it's also the Velvet Underground. Anyway. Ooh, the Velvet Underground. I love me that Lou Reed. Mm-hmm. Anyway.